Well, I was passing this bit and I thought, oh, I'll just have a quick look, but most of the stones are all underwater. So I think this is the last lark of the year up here at this one, and maybe down at the river before I go down to London for Christmas and New Year. So we'll see what we can find here. I don't know, there's a bit out there already. Oh, no, it's a stone. That bit, I thought it were an edge or something, but it's a stone. There are a few bits of white in water, but I think most of them are just plain. Yeah, just plain. Well, just a couple of bits of RP, bit there, and I'll just turn that bit over as well. I'll just see if there's anything washed up on here. I'll just turn one bit over, and get that up, brambles. It looks like a bit of Asiatic, so at least we've got some. Well, just a few bits there, and another bit there, and some extra. A very nice bit of blue, and apart from that, no, plain. And while I'm here, a bit of stripy stuff. Oh, we can do something with that. Yeah. Oh, there is little bits. I'll just turn a bit over in banking, thinking it might going to be plain. But looks for some of that seaweedy type. Going a profile, bit of a dish, a bowl. Oh well. Finding a few little bits then. There's that, which I thought was just a plain broken bit, but it looks like it is broken, but looks to have embossing on. Oh, that's a bit of a handle. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, handle. Oh, we'll take that bit. Well, looks a bit base of a pot there, just plain. I did spot something up here, washing out. Now whether there's out on it. Nah. Oh, I don't know. What's that in bottom? Oh, it's got a little bit of a pattern on bottom there. Probably some sort of willow or Chinese inspired, and there's always some willow. There's a bit of glass up here, by the looks of it. Plastic. Metal. Going off the shiny bit there. Oh well. Well, that's probably my last lark on there for this year, or last year, next year, whatever year. So I'll put this little short one with some other places I go to for last lark of the year. And there's no stones on show on that side, so there's no point going down. Well, the few finds from that little trip up to another bridge further up the river, which is probably my last trip of the year to it. Well, one or two nice bits. That's a nice bit, and I might be able to use that. We'll see. Well, back down in, it's quite a sunny day today, and it's a lot lower down on there, a lot more stones on shore than what there were a few days ago, and it's gone down a lot since yesterday, since I was at the other bit of the river further up, 2 bridges further up than this one. So we'll go and see if there's anything else on there. Well, it's going down a bit, stones are still covered there, but there's a bit of a sandbar there and a bit of a paddling pool there. So we'll see if there's anything on here. Well, a few bits of plane there. I don't know whether this is somewhat or a stone. Right, just top of a pot. Oh, something white there. Just plain. Well, see if there's anything on here then. Well, I spotted that bit of tile, and I don't know if it's going to be plain. Yeah, but there's a bit of blue there. Oh well, nice little sunburst. Oh, a bit there, some concrete or rendering, but it's had a tile stuck on it because that's the back of the imprint of the back of the tile. Oh, there's something there. It's probably a bit of a worn brick. Yeah. I thought it might have been a bit of floor tile. Well, a few bits in here. I've got some ridges on there, but probably top of a teapot or something. There's something over here. I thought there might be something on that, but I don't think there is. No. Oh! Well, we all know what that is. Edge of a willow plate. And there's always some willow. Right. See if there's any other little bits of it. Oh, just plain bit of a handle. Flagging it mud. A bit of corner tile. And I can see from here that's got some embossing on. Oh, bit of something. And a handle. No design on it. Oh, another big handle there. But just plain. Oh no. Where's that mould? No. Just green algae. And just the base of a pot there. Plain. Well, there's something there with just a bit of blue on, but I think I'll leave that. It's just too plain for me at the moment. Yeah, same with that. Well, looks like there's going to be a bit of plastic for today. A shotgun cartridge. We'll get that plastic out. Yeah, shotgun. Well, a few bits of plain and that lot. And that big chunk of willow, which and there's always some willow, so I might just go and have a quick, oh, sun's bright today, I'll go and have a look at that pipe that comes out over there. Well, there's a few bits here, but I'm just stepping across, I saw something blue. Where's it gone? Oh. Oh, a tiny little bit of floor blue. Anything on there? I don't want to get too far back, I might go up the river. No. Now, I don't know if that's a spulled off bit or it's got some pattern on. Just the staining. Just all plain. Yeah. Ooh, that water's cold. Well, we've got something with some colour on there. Oh, that's the blue leaf. Hopefully I can get that staining out. Oh well, and a chunk of RP. Oh, spot a bit of blue. Oh yeah. Top of a, let's say a bowl, it's not a cup. A couple of battery turners there all once. And that's just plain. And that's just plain. Yeah, just plain. That's something like that, I think. There's something on the edge there. I'll take it and clean it, see what comes up. It could even be birds off willow. Or just flowers. Well, like I say a few days ago, that lot were all in the water. And I can hear some quackers somewhere. But we'll go see if there is any down there. Well, there's a lot more stones on show over there. I still haven't seen any of the quackers. But a few bits of white here. Probably what I turned over it the other day actually, but you've got to check. Yeah, just plain. Well, I'll walk down there and just see if I find out. I'll just turn that over, make it, oh, it would be plain, but I think that's quite a modern flower pot. Leave that. There's some RP there. Oh, bigger piece than I thought. But still no markings on it. Oh, some top bottom. Just lump of clay. Well, that's another one. Oh, I thought it were a vape, it might be a power pack. Well, we'll get that out at river anyhow. And another bit of flower pot. I'll just nudge that. Make it, oh, just a plain bit outside. And spotted blue on it. Oh, well. Let's turn this bit over. Oh, that's got blue on as well. Probably unpainted that. Just plain. And plain. Oh, that's got something on. It's just staining. Oh, it's got some red flowers on. Oh well. That's a lot of bits just at the bottom of the steps. Plain. Oh, start with them all. Oh, flick that. Oh, we all know what that is. That's the three guys on the bridge off Willow. And there's always some Willow. I wonder if that's bit at the same place I found over to the other side. And just playing. What's a bit of a Hartley's and just tell me top at Lighthouse. London and Liverpool one. Oh, a nice bit of blue. Probably a tile. Yeah. I'll leave that bit. And some big handle. Oh, it's base or something. I thought it was a broken handle, but that looks like the base of a pot. I might just take that for something to do. Oh, a big chunk of mixing bowl there. I'll let that continue its journey. Oh, it's a stone. I thought it was something there. Let's see if there's anything else on the edge of here. Just spotted something there. Spotted something there as well. Stones. No. RP. Oh, that's one bit I just flicked over. That many whites. I weren't filming. That's the bottom of another set of steps. So, yeah, a few bits here then. Well, another bit that I thought was going to be white, but that's part of a mocha beaker with that seaweedy pattern that they do. And another big chunk of mixing bowl and a tile. Bit of tile says England on back of it. I think I had that bit before. Very similar, just plain. And a bit of red terracotta. And look away if you don't like them. A big tooth. Well, I hadn't moved from that, and I just spotted that out of the corner of my eye. Can you see it? There's something on that. Oh, I can see a hand holding something. Is it all there? Is there a head on it? No, but that is a cracking piece. Yep, that's the finder today. Oh, it's a pity it's not got the head. And a chunk of redware type stuff. Probably a bit of a cooling pot. And there's a bit there. Very faint. Lettering. Hartley's. Yeah, marmalade jar. No, Kilner, not Hartley's, Kilner. With leaves outside. Well, thought that were a bit of a geode, but that's definitely a hagstone. And can we see out through it? Can we see fairyland through it? No. No, nothing through there today. Well, another bit I turned over. I think it's going to be plain. Let's get this washed off. Well, some design on there. Hopefully that might brighten up a bit. I can probably just chop that bit off. Well, apart from that willow and a headless body, not too many finds on there today. I didn't expect to find them, what I found today, so every find is a good find. Well, I'll walk back along my trail and see if there's anything. If not, that's going to be it for down here. and probably it for this year down on the river. So if it is, I'll see you all next year. See what I mean about walking back along your trail? Probably a bit of willow. And like we say, there's always some willow. Well, that's them fizzing away. And I might be able to do something with them 3 bits. Maybe that one as well. And maybe that. And probably some other bits. I thought that might be the wings of the birds, but it's not. It's flowers. And it's a pity there's no head for that, because that would have been a great figure. But I've got a little project for that one, and it's just the right piece. Want cutting down a little bit, but it should do. Right, the roundup from 2 trips down to the different parts of the river, and this is the last trips I will be doing down this year. It'll be probably next year before you see it. But yeah, I thought I'll get some in before I disappear back down to London. So the bits from up at the other bridge, bit of Asiatic and bit of willow or Chinese inspired. I know that bit of a pattern there. There's usually like an island. That's on base of a either cup or a vase. Well, probably a bowl actually, not a vase. Don't say that if you put flowers in it. And a bit of stripy stuff. Quite early going off the glaze, or early-ish. And some of that seaweedy type pattern. Definitely a bowl. So I don't know which way around it go that way or that way. But yeah, nice pattern. And this bit, nice bit of blue. That'd go nicely in a pendant, but it's starting to crack a little bit there, so I'll just have to be careful grinding it down and sanding it down. And this, which I thought was just a bit of broken pottery, but it turns out it's a handle of something. Whether it were a serving handle at the end or a cup handle. I might be able to do something if I can just flatten it down enough, keeping all the shape, and then mount it in something. Project for another day. And the bits from down the normal bit of the river we go to. Get the plastic out of the way. Shotgun cartridge, 12 bore. Yep, I'll just go with plastic recycling. Yep, I used to have to pick all mine up because that auto of mine used to chuck them out about 12 foot out at side when I used to shoot. And the bits under the bridge, that's a nice like starburst pattern on it, sunburst. But it's not a little bit bigger, but it might make a nice one, that. And a bit of willow, and we know there's always some willow. And this was probably a second, because you can just see there, it's all smudged on the printing. So, yeah, probably bought at Preston Pot Fair. What they used to have many years ago. I don't know if it's still going actually. So, but yeah, nice to get a bit of a fault on like that. And a little bit of like that floor blue stuff, and a bit of something with embossing on. That's probably, no, it's broken there. I thought it was edge, but you can see it's broken on that. And the leaf, I couldn't get the staining out. Might have another go at it. It's a nice piece, is that. And a bit with some little leaves on. Probably a ball again. And this bit that's cleaned up quite well. When it were all mucky, I thought there were edges at wings on the birds off willow, but it's not to be. It's some flowers. And I might be able to get that out. Maybe that bit. We're just edging on something. And a lot of the bits from over this lot. That's very worn. It's a shame really. Bit of hand painted blue and some other blue. And this, we all know what this is. The bridge off willow. And there's always some willow. There's only one of the guys, the other ones have been chipped out. There's a bit of a chip there, but I might be able to use that in a later project with that, and maybe just cut part of that down the edge of the bridge and just put it in there, just to make up this willow mount, but we'll see. And a bit with some embossing on. Oh, I don't know, that looks like a tower or something now. I've had a close look at it. And a bit of a mocha beaker with that seaweedy fern type pattern that they get on it. We're adding things to the slit that causes it to do that. A lot faded now than when it's not wet. And a bit of a Kilner marmalade jar, not a Hartley, a Kilner, because of the reef around the outside and the M for marmalade. And this, which I thought was a handle at first, but as you can see, it's the base of a little trinket dish or pot, but it's cleaned up very well considering it were all green with algae, but very abraded, more for the garden. And this, I saw that, I thought, oh, and then I spotted that outside and I knocked all sand out, and as you can see, you can see the quackers through there. Yeah, hagstone. Unusual one. And another bit of willow, just the top of the pagoda there. And there's always some willow. And this piece that's cleaned up really well. I thought there'd be a lot of staining in there, but it's brought it out. I might be able to just use that bit in a little pendant. I don't know if I could use that bit in something else, but that bit's going to, if I can sand it down thin enough, that'll go in something. Even if I just use that bit. And yeah, a headless body, which is a shame, Because when I was digging that out, I thought, oh, please be the head there. No, not to be there. But that, I'd like to know what the full pattern of that is, because there looks to be some sort of tent or a mountain in the background. But I don't know if that's a big arrow is all holding or something. But yeah, it's a really, really nice piece is that, and it's a shame about the head. And this thing, I thought it was like a vape or a power pack, and it turns out it is actually a vape. If I can get the ends off. And on with magnets. You put herbal product in there and bake it, and then you put another mouthpiece over. Yeah. And well, the charging port's under there as well as that. But I looked them up, PAX3, and they are not cheap. Somebody would have been very, very mad when they lost that in the river. They're £100 odd. But to me, it's a battery out of the river. So I will be either trying to press the insides out of that, or I'll have to get angle grinder on it and split it open to get the battery out, because that'll be, we've been in the river that long, it'll be totally goosed inside. But with this being the last one and me going away tomorrow, not going to be doing any crafting with any of these bits until probably next year. So the crafting video on end of this one, I finally got round to infilling some. So that's going to be the video on this one, including that one, which when I filled it, it was setting, and when I come back to it, it had wicked it all in. So I know I've done blue because I just mixed one lot of blue, but I think I might actually be able to go over that one now with some green next time. But let's see how we did then. Well, that's it. That's that one. lot finer needles just to get in the small gaps. Well, that's another one done. And these three that were all off one vase, let's see if I can get them done. One of them done. Well, that's number 2. Well, that's the third one. And another one done. Well, they're all looking nice. Oh, another quick one. Well, that's that little one done. that's got the little gaps filled in. Hopefully it will flow a bit more into them. Well, just got that in before resin's starting to gel off. Well, it's goodbye from me, Mary and the ducks.